only there was a build that could give you the regen of a full regen build, but more damage, and you can't be detected by anyone else. Wouldn't that be nice?
Yo, Solo, do you want to join our group? There's a 4-man down there going rogue. Do you want to join our group and we'll fuck them up?
Sure, let's go. Alright guys, welcome back to another Division 2 build video. This build is essentially an evolution of the Mortal Flash build that I've made in the past. The key differences are you're trading off a larger mag for the Lady Death to be fully pulse resistant, meaning you become a ghost in the Darkzone. So the key differences are the Yal pieces, we've got the Memento piece, and we still got regen for those two pieces. On the Yal pieces, we're running crit chance, crit damage with a pulse resist mod. 9.9 does give you pulse resist. We have tested it. You do not need a 10% mod or 100%. 99.9% is fine. What it would do in the dark zone is it just shows that you're being pulsed, that they would detect an enemy or a person, but they wouldn't be able to see you because it goes away too quickly. The other Yal piece has critical hit damage, critical hit chance, and critical hit damage, critical hit chance. You're running one Bellstone piece for the armor regen of 1%, which is maxed out on crit damage, crit chance, and we've got an Imperious Guard that gives you 1% armor regen with critical hit damage fully maxed out in terms of armor. So you're looking at 1.8 million armor. If you boost this up, you can probably get to around 1.9 million if you max out everything, almost 2 million, very close to 2 million. That is effectively the armor that you can get, not to mention the tickets that the Memento backpack drops as you kill enemies, and you've got unbreakable as well. So technically with 50% unbreakable armor that's given back to you as soon as your armor break, you're looking at 2.7 million armor. Cannot be detected in the dark zone, and you've got regen. Now you might say, well, regen is not enough. At the moment it's at 3650. If you get all of your stacks, your 30 stacks from the Memento, that pushes regen up to 90. That is the equivalent of a full damage regen build, so to say, which is 103. 10k less armor regen, but you're undetected in the dark zone, and you do more damage with the weapon damage that comes from the 75% weapon damage that's coming from the Lady Death, alongside the extra 30% that's coming from the Memento. So you're rocking 105% additional weapon damage. You cannot be detected, and you've got 90k regen. So you effectively have a regen build that does more damage and no one knows where you are. That's the purpose of this build. I hope you guys will enjoy it. Effectively, when you look at the Lady Death with the 33 round mag, I have deliberately used the UMP with close and personal on it, because as soon as you burst a enemy with this, they are either going to die or they're almost going to die. And if they're almost dead and you switch to the UMP and you make a kill with that, you get an additional 30% weapon damage, which then removes the 75 weapon damage that you get from the Lady Death, but it still keeps the 30% that you get from memento, which means you're still racking 60% weapon damage to kill, upcoming additional enemies. I am running fire because of the medkit. It's really strong, especially if you're running around. Now that you have the additional speed that comes from the Lady Death, you can run around a corner further that they can chase you for you to get your medkit off. And then you can be in the fight again. Not to mention, as you run to cover, you already build up your 70%, 75% weapon damage from Lady Death as well. So by the time you're done medkitting, you've got all your damage ready to go. You've got a pulse because you want to know where people are. They don't know where you are. And you've got Defender Drone. It just really helps with that kind of damage reduction. It's a really, really fun build. In terms of total stats, we've got 60% critical hit chance, 132 critical hit damage. And if we start maxing out some of these things, get about another 1% from that, another 1% crit damage from that, a crit chance from that. So you will effectively have 60, about 133, 134 in terms of critical hit damage. The way I play this is I look for players around the map if I want to go rogue. Like I did in the intro clip, I look for them pulsing. And as soon as they've pulsed, that's usually when I go in and I go rogue. Because they don't know where I am. And then even if they can pulse, they would still not know where I am. So they won't expect you to go rogue. It's also really good for clearing landmarks. And if there are a lot of rogues around in the area, they don't know where you are. It just works incredibly effectively. I've just come to realize again how phenomenal the memento is in terms of clearing, but also utility within PvP. So you're hitting 400k without having to hit headshots the same way you would with a regen build, and that's without the memento extra damage that you're going to get right now. That's just amazing. So guys, that's all I have for you. That's the build. Short, sweet, simple. I hope you guys will use it. Let me know what you think about it, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Take care. Cheers.